Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Beastly Eo, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the latest episode of The Penguin. In this episode, excuse me, this starts off with really getting us to see what's kind of transpired in the last couple of days. It's unclear how much time has passed. I gotta say it's gotta be at least a week. So what's been happening is Penguin has been growing shrooms inside his new lair, that's in the underground trolley area. So they've been growing them like crazy, and they've been not manufacturing, but packaging all of the bliss and using the tunnels to get to all different parts of the city to then bring them to who wants them, and they're selling them like hotcakes. They're making money hand over fist right now, and pretty much Penguin thinks he's in the money. So he's also working on trying to get the place to be off generators. However, the big concern is apparently the Gotham City elites, or the Gotham City just people in general, have been siphoning all the energy to where the rich people are. And obviously Penguin's not happy about that. So he's got to figure out what he's got to do. We then cut down to Sophia and Saul. And the two of them, she just finished having sex with her therapist. Apparently, he's chained up and she uses him, cuts him up with her nails, and then leaves him when she's done. She then has work to do. Her and Sal begin to talk. They cook together, which is a weird thought in my mind, but whatever. Um, they then discuss what they need to do next. Well, Sophia's like, well, we're gonna have to get rid of them, and he's like, she. They talk about the triad specifically. So Sal's like, I hate to give the bearer bad news, but the triads are gonna go wherever the money is. If we don't have the goods, they're not gonna come to us. It doesn't matter about respect or anything else. Money makes the world go round. And that's when Sophia goes, fine, we're gonna make it so they know that if they mess with Oz, they're gonna be messing with they're gonna be having a bigger problem than just dealing with his bliss. That money is not gonna be enough. So what they do is next day they find a bunch of the distributors that they've been using hung upside down with their pinkies cut off. A clear sign to show everyone that if you mess with Penguin, if you deal with Penguin, you're gonna be killed. So Penguin's now freaking out, everything else. Well, he's not really freaking out. He's trying to come up with a new plan. So he decides he's going to do something beyond, right? So what he does now is he decides he's going to do something very different than what he had planned originally. So he has the entire group of Gotham, pretty much every heavy hitter except for the Gigantes and the Maronis, basically stating that we all let these two run us down, then guess what? We're gonna have a huge problem. And yeah, did I kill the Falcone kid? Of course. Have I been playing both sides? 100%. Did I did I steal the this drug from Sophia? Absolutely. But you know what? It's about where we are, and money is what's gonna make things go round. So if we work together, we can't be scared of them because we can take them out together and we can end them together. So they all begin to drink beer together. And while that's going on, Penguin also ordered his men to distribute as much of the bliss as possible for free. His reasoning for it, which at first didn't make sense to me, but did later, his idea was to bring it out there for free, get people hooked on it, and they're going to be begging for more, right? So his idea is that no matter what happens, they can't get rid of Bliss off the street because now everyone's going to want it. And when everyone wants it, it doesn't matter how many people die with distribution problems. They're going to continue to want to buy it. So we have that going on, right? So then now we have um, Penguin trying to figure out how to build that up. Then we have those two figuring out how they're going to destroy Penguin. They go to his place, can't find anything. Apparently, everyone's dead. His brothers had died young, and then his mother died, past 5, 10 years at the most, right? In their mind. So they start going through. That's when Sophia finds a photo of what she knows as a prostitute or a dancing girl and goes and realizes that it's somebody, it's at least somebody that Penguin cares about that's still left alive. We then also have poor Vic trying to deal with his own issue, his old boss trying to get him back in the crew or to get him to work for Oz. And then he's basically threatening him, being like, hey, I better get a job. So he tries to talk to Penguin at one point, it fails. And then the second time, he goes out there and tells him, you know what, yeah, I'll show you where to go. And they're like, we got this. Well, first he tries to buy him off, and it doesn't work. So then he gets him to go down underground, and that's when Vic turns around and shoots him in the neck, and he dies. Well, we assume he dies. I say it that way because who knows? Anyway, so he then is told to go back to the place, and that Penguin's going to deal with everything else, and he's gonna make sure that everything else goes smoothly. So he has the entire group all together. Like I said, he has the beers with them, tells them what's kind of going on, and they all agree by opening up their beers. And he begins to celebrate, saying that we got a lot of work to do, and we're going to have a lot of distribution to do. All excited about it. We have Sophia going around the entire Gotham City, asking all the girls, the working girls, where this woman is. Finally, one of them comes up to her and is like, "Hey, I can, tell you for a price." I'm assuming Sophia paid the price. She then goes to where she needs to go. Apparently, she had told one of her girls to get paid for the information and have them come and see her. So she goes up there and Sophia's talking with her. Very interesting conversation. And the two of them begin to talk about, she doesn't trust her. What meaning like she doesn't trust Sophia because she's the hangman. And she's like, Oz never told you, did he? That he was, he knew who the hangman was, aka her father, and that he was the one that made me make the fall for it, and that he was a liar. And that's when she begins to be like, hey, you know what? You're right. And so she doesn't kill, the former escort, but then she gives him the information of where to go. She tells him the area in which it is. She has no more details than that. That's all she knows. So that's when Sophia apparently goes over there, while Penguin's celebrating, and then Vic and Vic's mother is celebrating for the fact that the lights have gone on. Now, the reason why the lights went back on is because Penguin threatened the mayor, no, senator, and said that you're going to need to put these lights back on, and if not, I'm going to be hurting you. And he puts no like wire pliers right up the guy's nose, causing them to bleed and everything else. So he then, um, we assume he agrees to do so. The reason why I say it that way is because eventually the lights do turn back on. And the episode ends with Sophia with a tire iron watching both Vic and Penguin's mother celebrate. And she realizes that Penguin lied about his mother being alive, being dead, and that she's going to be bashing heads in. But it ends right then and there, right? So the next episode, there's no way in heck we are not going to have Sophia um, bash Penguin's mom's head in. There's just no way. I also feel bad because I think Vic's going to die too, which would be incredibly sad. But I'm very curious to see where this goes. So we're definitely going to have that. We also going to have the like what's gonna happen with Penguin to make him get mad to go after them again for killing his mother. Another thing that happened in this episode that I didn't talk about too much was his mother asked him to kill him, to kill her. That she doesn't want to be a vegetable. She wants to end on her own terms. And if she starts losing her mind and unable to really comprehend what's going on, take her out. And Penguin's really trying to not have that happen, but it looks like she might get her wish. But we'll have to wait and see. But this episode was pretty good. I definitely enjoyed it. It's going to lead up to a crazy moment in this series for sure. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this episode down in the comments below. Did you like it? Did you not? And why? And as always, if you like the content you see, please make sure to like and subscribe down below. Other than that, this is going to be Beastly Eel signing out. Have a great night. Bye bye.